I have always told my parents that I'm gonna like whomever I like, whether that be a guy or a girl. I'm dating a girl.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, you did? I was in the middle of coming out for the second time. Coming out over and over again and being out of the closet. Coming out is scary. I've been coming out since 2015, over and over and over again. Once you come out for the first time, it kind of never ends. But I remember the first time. I searched the internet high and low. I needed answers. How do I come out? I felt weird, uncomfortable, and alone. I was afraid of what my friends and family would think. I was scared I would lose the people I loved around me, and I was scared of being looked at differently. I knew the people I surrounded myself with loved me, but would they love me if I was gay? I didn't think I had as much support as I actually did at the time. I guess I just didn't give my family and friends the credit that they deserved. My family and friends were all so lovely about it, and I know not everyone's coming out is going to be as easy or simple. Depending on where you live or who you live with, coming out might be really easy or extremely difficult. As we can see from the election results, there are tons of red states. And yes, that doesn't necessarily mean the people who voted for Trump are anti-gay, but I won't get into it. You know what I mean.
I was shocked to discover that some of these powerful people have tried to paint my husband as anti-gay.
Huh?
Donald is the first president to enter the White House supporting gay marriage.
What?
I am not in favor of gay marriage. I'm against gay marriage. I don't support gay marriage.
Oh. Okay.
According to Google and Wikipedia, yeah, I know, not the most reliable source, but it was all I could find. In 2017, only 4.5% of the population in the US is LGBTQ+. That means more than 95% of the population is straight. Remember this when you're coming out. Your family and friends might not know any other LGBT folk. And if you're the first one, they might not know how to react right away. Give them some slack if they don't have the most perfect reaction when you tell them. The first thing I think anyone should do when considering coming out is figuring out if it's the right thing to do under the circumstances that they're in. It is not safe to come out if you live with people who are for a fact against the LGBT community. You shouldn't come out if the people you live with often say homophobic and anti-gay things or have threatened to hurt you or someone else if they were gay. There are places here in the US and around the world where the majority of the population believes being gay is a sin, disgusting, or just flat out wrong. So if you grew up or are in one of those places, just know you're not alone. You can and will get out of this situation. If you are young and in an environment where your families talk negatively about gay people, but inside you know you're gay, don't give up hope. You are not alone. You won't be in this situation forever. There is a way out. Work on getting financially and physically independent so that when you're 18, you can live your best life. This isn't to say you shouldn't ever come out to these people. If you are living under these circumstances, you need to have a backup plan. Make sure you have a safe environment you can go to and you have the means to take care of yourself, just in case you end up getting kicked out or cut off. Unfortunately, these are things that we have to mentally and physically prepare for. So if you are under 18, I would highly recommend, if you are in unsafe circumstances, to not come out and wait until you are 18. My recommendations for coming out is to start with somebody that is close to you and that you know it has a positive outlook on the LGBT community. To test out the waters, I used to bring up kind of gay things to my friends or just see their reactions when I would talk about certain gay people, and I would kind of mention things like, oh, I think that girl's super cute. I would totally go on a date with her. Like if I saw a girl pass by at a restaurant or one on TV. So that's kind of how I tested the waters, just to see who I wanted to tell first. And the person that I ended up telling first was my sister.
You told me on FaceTime. I was a little bit shocked at first because I would have never thought that that would happen. But since it did happen, I didn't. She's still my sister, and I love her. It's not a choice. It's just who you're attracted to and whoever you love.
After I told my sister, I started working my way, telling more people that I felt comfortable with and I knew their outlook. And that way I could just kind of work my way up to the people that I felt a little bit more uncomfortable telling. And I had some practice and I gained some confidence in myself talking about who I was and my sexuality. Doing this, I just wanted to prepare myself for any outcome that could have happened when I told my parents. Eventually, I ended up telling my parents, and I was lucky. It went really, really well.
I don't know how I found out. I guess your sister told me. I went, oh, and then I texted you and I said, how come you didn't tell me? And you said, I did when you were in junior high. And I went, oh, well, you didn't make sense, because you don't make sense when you communicate it when you were in junior high. I don't know. I didn't feel anything. I just went, oh.
You told me over the phone, and it didn't bother me at all. I just thought it was great that you were interested in finding somebody that you liked, and it didn't matter who or what he or she was.
Everybody's coming out story is going to be completely different, and you can go about it in so many different ways. You can do it formally, informally, relaxed, or a really deep conversation. It can be however you want it to go. I started telling people kind of very seriously in a sit-down way, and then I slowly kind of eased up, and by the time I got to my parents, I just told them over the phone in a very casual way.
You're my best friend, and I love you to death. And no matter who you date, whether it's male or female or anything else, I just want you to make sure that you are treated well by them.
For me, that was the best way. But if you want to send an email, write a text, send a letter, tell someone over the phone, however you want to do it is perfectly fine, and you have to make that decision for yourself. And just remember, not everyone's going to know everything about the LGBT community. So if somebody has a dumb question, just answer it or don't, and let them know why they shouldn't ask questions like that. They might not mean any harm by it, and they might just be wanting to get to know you better or understand the LGBT community better.
Hi, my name is Maria Fefalova, or Fef, and I'm 24 years old. If you are just now discovering your sexuality and you're wanting to come out or you're thinking about it, I would say do it with the most pride and confidence. If you're doing anything with your head held high, confidently, no one else can touch that, no one else can hurt that. Accept yourself first, and then just walk with that utmost pride.
Be honest with yourself and be who you are and enjoy life and grow to the fullest. And if people don't understand it, don't let them get you down.
Be yourself, because that's the most important thing.
Be who you are and embrace that about yourself, because you're awesome.
The truth is, there isn't a best way to come out. Everybody is so unique. Everybody's situation is so different. And you have to kind of figure out what's going to be the best way for you. I know that's kind of upsetting to hear in a video titled Best Way to Come Out, but it's the truth. There is no best way. There's a best way for you, and hopefully this video helped you in some sort of way to kind of find what's going to be the right way for you. But there's no overall best way for everybody. Hopefully this video gave you some inspiration or motivation or even confidence. Remember, you don't need anyone's approval or permission to be yourself. You are allowed and should live your life for yourself. You deserve to be happy and comfortable, and you deserve love. I'm wishing you all a smooth and happy coming out. Also remember, you don't have to come out if you don't want to. Straight people don't do it, so you don't have to either if you don't want to. Do what's right for you. Mwah. Lots of love, and I'll see you guys in this video right here.